Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanyachari Yamuna Tira Vanyachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunj Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanyachari Yamuna Tira Vanyachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanyachari Yamuna Tira Vanyachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hari Bolo, Hari Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Gaura Hare. Oh, Jai Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana, Jai Satchinandana, Gaura Hare. Gora, Gora, Gora Hare. Bhakti Pavana, Gora Hare. Bhakti Pavana, Gora Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gauranga bolo, Jai Gauranga. Jai Gaur, Vivo, 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 Vivo. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमद His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki, Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki, Naam Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada Anoga ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Guru Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shishi Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Granth. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Anything, whatever you want. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narotamam Daivim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki.
Second one, 439.
Swami. 8. Canto 4, Chapter 30, Text 8. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Varam Vrinitvan Bhadram Vo Yuyam Me Nripanandanaha Sauhardena Pratag Dharmas Tushtoaham Sauhridenavaha. I'll cut short the repetition. Translation: The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear sons of the King, I am very much pleased by the friendly relationships among you. All of you are engaged in one occupation, devotional service. I am so pleased with your mutual friendship that I wish you all good fortune. Now you may ask a benediction of me." Purport: Since the sons of King Prachina Barihishat were all united in Krishna consciousness, the Lord was very pleased with them. Each and every one of the sons of King Prachina Barishat was an individual soul, but they were united in offering transcendental service to the Lord. The unity of the individual souls attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is real unity. In the material world, such unity is not possible. Even though people may officially unite, they all have different interests. In the United Nations, for instance, all the nations have their particular national ambitions, and consequently they cannot be united. Disunity between individual souls is so strong within this material world that even in a society of Krishna consciousness, members sometimes appear disunited due to their having different opinions and leaning towards material things. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be two opinions. There is only one goal: to serve Krishna to one's best ability. If there is some disagreement over service, such disagreement is to be taken as spiritual. Those who are actually engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be disunited in any circumstance. This makes the Supreme Personality of Godhead very happy and willing to award all kinds of benediction to his devotees, as indicated in this verse. We can see that the Lord is immediately prepared to award all benedictions to the sons of King Prachina Barihishat. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnana Timiranthasya ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथनवितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Sorry for being a little late, but Sunday is a long day and a long night. I understand. This is a very important verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam. It's about cooperation, unity, and it means maturity. While I'm reading the purport, I'm reminded that this year is 150th year of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. We are celebrating 150 years of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's appearance. And the United Nations has declared Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's 150 years and recognized it as a social reformer. Do you know that? Yeah, this 150 recognized by United Nations. Several personalities, one of them is because our devotees appealed and said, he is a very great reformer. Most people don't know. Many people don't know what Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur did. He created huge change. And you know that when Prabhupada went to meet Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur for the first time, it's very important what Prabhupada concluded after being with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Because Prabhupada, he did not want to go and see a holy man. At that time, he was a Gandhian, but he was born in a very nice Vaishnava family and brought up worshipping Radha Krishna in the house. But he wore a topi and a white pajama and jubba and told his dear friend, I have seen many of the sadhus. My father used to bring many of them home. Regularly he used to bring them. He used to bring them very regularly. And I don't have value much. But the same person is going to become the world's greatest sadhu. Who? Abhay De, speaking now. I don't have value for all of them. Now I've taken up Gandhi following. So this friend said, no, he is not an ordinary sadhu. I've seen all of them. हम नहीं जमता है हमको, हम नहीं जाएंगे. So he forced him. He said, no, you must come. I am going to go. You must come. So somehow he said, my friend is calling. I have to go. He went. Didn't want to go. He went. And he saw Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Very stately personality. He met him, heard him, and then Prabhupada immediately asked a question. Prabhupada is Prabhupada, what he is. He is heard. Then he asked, who is going to listen to you now? The whole country is in fire fighting for freedom. We should just get rid of the British and become free. That's our first thing. In this time, who will go to listen to you? He went and told this to Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur. Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur said, no, it is very important what I'm telling. First, freedom is from matter. Unless you get free from Maya, you cannot get free from anything else. Most important foundational freedom is to become free from material nature. Then this will automatically happen. This is not important. Because if you get free from this fellow, another fellow will come and another fellow will come. Somebody other will catch you. You get free from material nature itself. That's what I am trying to tell. He became very impressed, Prabhupada. He said, this is a good answer. And he said, Lord Chaitanya's mission is in the right hands of this person. That's it. And then, over a long period of time, this was haunting him. This message given by, and Prabhupada said, at that moment, I know I have met my Guru. I accepted him as my spiritual master. And later, 11 years later, in 1932 or 31, he got initiated. Met him in 1920-21. Got initiated 11 years later. This Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur, who established 64 Gaudiya Mathas in India, powerful preacher, and wrote so many books and started a printing press and whatnot. If you read his writings, he's very huge thinker and very broad, bringing Krishna consciousness to the whole world. He died, he passed away, I shouldn't use the word died for him. He passed away in disgust because many of his disciples did not understand what is the mission, what I'm trying to say. Vishwa Vaishnava Rajya Sabha we should establish. As soon as even they fought, they formed two factions. There cannot be two opinions, Prabhupada is saying. Right in Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur's place, they formed two factions. One person said, no, we should appoint the successor Acharya for Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur. No, Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur said, no successor Acharya, form a governing body commission. They said, no, difference of opinion. They split into two. One they made Acharya, another one they tried to do something like this, never happened. And they fought, they put court case against this. Even 40 years later, they have not solved the case. Disunity under Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. All this Prabhupada saw. He was a Grahastha coming and going. He saw this powerful force of Maya inside the Gaudiya mission, splitting people. And completely different. He saw all the fight, all the arguments and everything. He also became very disturbed. He tried to patch up in between and do many things. It was too deep. And Prabhupada, he thought, better I do what Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur asked me to do. Go to the Western world and preach. It's not going to happen here so easily for me. So he planned to go to the West. In the meantime, he tried a lot in India. Then he established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He spoke a lot about cooperation. You will see that. You just Google cooperation in the Bhaktivedanta Veda base. You will get some 600 references. Cooperation, cooperate, cooperation, cooperate. In all his letters, please learn to cooperate. Please learn to cooperate. As everything will be finished. This is what happened to my Guru Maharaj's mission. They did not cooperate. They did not unite. They spoiled everything. So you may start a mission with very high ideals. We sit on the asana and speak the absolute truth. When we get down, we become completely filled with material differences, arguments, differences and everything. It's very difficult to actually remain united, cooperate. It is a sign of great maturity. It's a sign of great responsibility towards the Acharya, towards the mission. You have to make sacrifices. You have to be united within the diversity of opinions. It's not that Prabhupada said you should all be cloned as one person. Whatever I say, you simply do. Don't think. No. You see how Prabhupada led his followers. Very free to think and do. Details he said you do according to. Principles don't change. He spoke about difference between principles and details. Bhaktisiddhanta Sasi Thakur's people got stuck in the details and spoiled the major principle. If you stick with the principle and make that a common thing for everybody to follow, the details will not separate you. We must understand that we are individuals and we think differently, we have tastes. That space should be given. Prabhupada speak that I am teaching people to be independently thoughtful. So Prabhupada is an amazing leader. He was able to unite diversity from all over the world, different types of devotees from different backgrounds. He kept them together and said, chant together. Krishna is the center. Remain united in devotional service. I know it's a very challenging thing to do for ISKCON. To keep devotees together based on Krishna in the center and service to Krishna. Unless you understand this philosophy very well, you will not have the maturity to cooperate. The word cooperation means many things. There is an African proverb that says, if you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together. You want to walk fast, you walk alone. If you want to walk far, you have a vision, walk together with everybody at their pace. Very interesting thing about cooperation. The Prachetas, kings of this, I know this mic is conscious. It doesn't want me to speak what I am speaking today. Do you like this? Yeah. It's still moving. So, the Prachetas have pleased the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why? He said that Sauhridenava. If you read this shloka, very nice. Yuyam me nripanandanaha sauhardena pratak dharma tushto aham sauhridenavaha. Tushto aham sauhridenava. I am very pleased with your friendship, cooperation amongst yourself. So in Krishna consciousness, we often want to perform devotional service, but you may be very good at doing it alone. Like I said, if you want to walk fast, you walk alone. Means you'll be able to walk alone. I achieved it. I walked fast. I clocked it. Great. Tick off for myself. But Krishna consciousness is not about doing alone. It is called Sankirtan. Bahubir militva kirtayante Sankirtana muchyate. You should be able to do Sankirtan with everybody together. നമ്മൾ ഇപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും ഹരിനാമ സങ്കീർത്തനം ചെയ്തു. You enjoyed it? How many of you enjoyed Harinam Sankirtan? Sankirtan, there is also some Kirtan. You sit alone and do Kirtan. Hare Krishna, if you do, how much you will enjoy? Some Kirtan and Sankirtan. Doing with everybody together gives you energy, right? It makes we are all a team together. You get strength from each other. Makes you feel very courageous, bold, ready to do anything. You get a lot of support when you do together in a team. That is Sankirtan. Not that only Harinam Sankirtan with Kartal and Mridanga, that is very easy to do. But to do something together for Krishna, right? That also you should have the Sankirtan spirit. It will become successful. I remember one senior Prabhupada disciple telling, I understood that time what is Sankirtan. He said, we are all going to go back to Godhead together or alone each. He asked his question. No. Godhead, Prabhupada said in Pandavas retired timely in the first canto, he said Yudhishthir Maharaj simply left. He did not bother about his brothers. He just went on his own. He renounced and went. Then Bhima went, Arjuna went, and then the Draupadi and Kunti also went. Husbands are gone. They didn't tell me anything. They went alone. I am also going. Like that, Prabhupada said, when you fly the aircraft, you have to fly it alone. The birds are flying, they flap their wings, but each one has to flap his own wings, all that they said. And then, so you will go back alone, so you have to bother only about your Krishna consciousness. Like I was staying in the car, when I got inside, I said, Krishna, Keshava, Madhava, Ennamatra Rakshikine. I prayed, then everybody laughed. I said, why are you laughing? Because I have to bother about myself, no? I said, protect me alone. I am bothered only about myself. No. It says here, Krishna is very pleased when you bother about everybody else. That's the point here. That's the meaning of Sankirtan. Sankirtan means, I got the holy name. I want to give it to others. See them also happy. See them also going back to Godhead. This is the meaning of Sankirtan mode. That makes the Lord very pleased with you. You're not thinking about you alone. You're thinking about all your other people. And you say, let them also, everybody go. Let them all get a chance to do seva. Let them all become purified. Let them all go back to Godhead together. That mood is very different. Mayavadi sannyasis don't have that mood. They will just look after themselves. Brahma Saujyam Mukti I want, Sayujya Mukti I want, they'll only bother about themselves. But a devotee, a Vaishnava, he is filled with compassion for others. Even those sinful rascals they are doing all these things because of total ignorance. They should become knowledgeable and definitely they'll become attracted to Krishna. What is needed for me to make them attracted to Krishna? That I want to do. This is a Vaishnava's heart. He thinks very much like Krishna. So when the Lord sees that his devotees are getting together and saving people, he becomes very happy with you. Even if there falls personally in your devotional service, he will overcome it. Why? You are interested in everybody. This is why Prabhupada has repeatedly said, preach. You preach. All your faults will become all right and you will please Krishna. And even if you have done here and there something, Krishna will overlook it. Why? You are bringing so many souls back to Godhead. This does not give you license to do what you want and say, I am preaching. No, that's not the meaning of it. That's not the meaning of it. Because when Lord Chaitanya saved Vasudeva Vipra, you know what's the story of Vasudeva Vipra? How many of you know the story of Vasudeva Vipra? They don't read Chaitanya Charitamrita. Huh? I'll tell you the story of Vasudeva Vipra was a leper, Kushtarogi. He was a great devotee, born in a Brahmana family. This was called Vasudeva Vipra. But he got leprosy. He was sliding on a small wooden this thing and moving, hands, legs all. Worms will be in his hands, digging and eating flesh. And his finger will fall down one by one like that. When he sees the worms, and one worm fell down, so he said, Pavam, ആ വേമിന് വേറെ ഒന്നും ഷെൽട്ടർ ഇല്ല എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ വേം എടുത്ത് തിരിച്ചിങ്ങോട്ട് put it back in the flesh, let it eat, he will die. This is Vasudeva Vipra. Put the worm back in his leopard finger and said, so ആ വാസുദേവ വിപ്ര ചൈതന്യ മഹാപ്രഭു കൂർമ്മക്ഷേത്രത്തെ കാണാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് വന്നു. എല്ലാവരും പോകുന്നു അവിടെ. Lord has appeared there in Kurmakshetra. Everybody is taking darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He also went. But he can go very slowly only. He's a Kushtarogi. Came late. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already left. He came one day late. Then he felt very sad. ഈ കുഷ്ഠരോഗമായതുകൊണ്ട് എനിക്ക് ഭഗവാനുടെ ദർശനം കിട്ടാതെ പോയി. വലിയ പാപ്പിയാണ്. I am a very sinful guy എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് was feeling very humble and very devotional to Lord Chaitanya. I missed you because I don't deserve your darshan. But please show me mercy എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് അങ്ങനെ with great feeling he was praying in Kurmakshetra. Boom! The Lord appeared in front of him all of a sudden. He already left one day back somewhere. He just appeared in front of him and gave him darshan and said, Vasudeva Vipra, I am here. You want to see me? I am here. And then he bent and he embraced the leper. And he was feeling very bad. I'm a leper, don't touch me. He embraced him and held him very tight because he was such a wonderful devotee. His heart was so clean and there was place only for Bhakti and Krishna. So he embraced him. When he embraced him, his whole body changed. Vasudeva Vipra's body completely changed. It became golden colored like Lord Chaitanya. Very handsome, wonderful looking young man. So Vasudeva Vipra looked at himself and said, oh, I don't want this body. He said, I don't want this body. Instantly he said, I don't want this. He said, I will forget you. If you give me this material opulence, I will forget you. I'm not interested in this body. The Lord immediately told him, no, you don't worry. You simply preach to everybody whom you see using this facility and you will see you will never be in illusion. He gave him this instruction to Vasudeva Vipra. Before that, in the same place to another Grihastha also, he said, how will I'm a Grihastha, I'm suffering. How will I be able to get out of this suffering? That time he told that, Jare deko tahe kaho Krishna upadesh, Amaragnya guru hoi tare ye desh. Whomever you see, wherever you go, you tell them about Krishna. You make them chant Hare Krishna. Remind them about Krishna. And if you follow this, Amaragnya, you will follow this order of mine, you will achieve the topmost destination. You do this and preach to this whole village of yours and make them all Krishna conscious. Then he told them, Punarapi eithani paibhe mura sanga, kabhu na bhadibe tumar vishaya taranga. Again in the same place you will get to see me. And this Vishaya Taranga of your Grahastha life will never affect you. Kabuna bhadive tumar Vishaya Taranga. Your preaching will take you to such place that you will never get disturbed. You'll be in ecstasy. So, not only that preaching will make you dear to the Lord, you will also be very happy. You'll also become very happy. And for preaching, you have to be united. It's a team job, it is Sankirtan. You cannot do your own preaching. ഞാൻ ഒരു മഠാധിപതി ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്നിട്ട് ഞാൻ തനിച്ച് കീർത്തൻ ചെയ്യും എല്ലാവരും വരും സംസാരിച്ച് പോകും leave me alone. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If you take the burden of everybody, then you will see that Krishna will take you back along with everybody else. So the right answer for that question that the devotee asked is, no, we'll all go back to Godhead together because we'll facilitate each other's going back to Godhead. We are a team. We're doing Sankirtan. Yes, we want everybody to go back to Godhead. Why not? Why not? In ordinary things in the material world in business, we will say, only I should compete, I should get all the money, and there should be thunderbolt and lightning on my competitor's head. ഞാൻ പ്രാർത്ഥന ചെയ്യുന്നു കുണ്ടിയിലിടുന്ന് 10,000 രൂപ kill that fellow, my competitor. You don't want anybody. You want to be going alone to the top. And you want to enjoy alone. It's a right opposite of devotional service. In devotional service and Sankirtan, we work together. And the more you work together, the more happy you feel in a team. And there is great opportunity to become good friends. Very good friends you can become. Even though you don't know physically each other, devotees immediately become friends. If they see a tilak and they say, Haribol, Hare Krishna, I don't know you. Where are you from? Brazil. I am from Cochin, South India. Oh, really? Where is that? That's in this place. Can we eat prasadam together? Yes, we'll eat prasadam. Immediately they eat prasadam together. I remember I came in Calcutta airport. I say this quite often that it was Ekadashi and I came from a long journey and I just landed and I'm going through the immigration, very tired, and I said, oh gosh, it's Ekadashi. I got to go, settle down, take bath, and then have something. I don't know anybody will give me Ekadashi prasadam. Very hungry. എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് അങ്ങനെയെല്ലാം വിചാരം ഇങ്ങനെ ക്യൂല് നിൽക്കുന്നു the passport. And as I'm going near, I look around and see that somewhere far away there I can see one Russian couple. I thought it is Russian, and one small kid flying around here. And then that Mataji saw me from there, and then she paid obeisances from there. Then the son boy also looked and she pointed out to him, see, sannyasi standing, Maharaj standing. From there, that boy said, Maharaj, Hare Krishna! He shouted across the hall. And everybody saw. Everybody is bored and tired. They saw suddenly, who is this? And then I waved out to them, Hare Krishna! I also shouted from here. Because it's so enthusiastic boy. I said, care two hoots for all the other people. I am Hare Krishna. I chanted Hare Krishna from here. That boy came running from there, very long distance. He came running and his mother came behind him. He came all the way and husband also came. And then they said, where are you from? I said, I'm from South India. They said, we are from Slovenia, somewhere, not even Russia. And where are you from, Maharaj? Very pleased to see me and all that. Then very soon said, we got Ekadashi Prasadam, would you like to come and take? Immediately we took Ekadashi Prasadam together. I don't know you. You are from Slovenia. I am from South India. And I meet together. Immediately we become friends and you want to share Prasadam with me. You are. So when devotees see each other, they have instant friendship. They have instant friendship. Because you are a devotee of Krishna, it's very rare for me to see. So, Sauhridenava, Tushtoham Sauhridenava. I am very pleased because of your friendship, because of your cooperation, because you're doing things together. You must remember that Krishna gets pleased if you work in a team in Sankirtan, helping everybody. This is pleasing to the Lord. It's pleasing to Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So if you really want to please Krishna, you must learn how to be united in spite of material diversity. Unity is coming out of a spiritual unity. Diversity is common, it's material diversity. And we should not fight on the basis of material diversity. We should not consider that to be very important. What is important is I am a part and parcel of Krishna, and we are all serving Krishna together. It is very rare to serve Krishna in this world. So I'm very happy to be with you together and serve Krishna. In this way, if you look at all devotees in a spiritual sense, in a devotional way, keeping their connection with Krishna in the forefront, you will see that you will always be happy in the company of devotees. But if you start looking at the detail and the smaller things about material things and the differences, you will lose the main point. You will see differences, you will fight, you will have all sorts of things going on, and the team will break. And mind you, Kali and Maya Devi want to see you separated. They don't want to see you together. They don't want to see you together. They will always try to separate you with minor differences, plant something in your head. So, we must fight unnecessary differences. We must simply sacrifice. Okay, okay, I agree with you. That's okay, let's get together and do something for Krishna. So, Prabhupada was like that. He went to America and he from there found that it is very nice to preach. These people are accepting what I am saying. They are not very bad, they are just a little sinful, but they are not offensive. So there is great scope. So he wrote to his godbrother and said, please you come here. This field is very good. They are listening to me. They are happy to do kirtan, take prasadam, and they are together. It's a very nice field. So I request all of you to come here. Then he went ahead and said, you can be the president. You can be the chairman. I will simply help you. You can occupy the position. You be the main person. I will serve you. I'll be somebody as a servant. He wrote even that. Then the reply he got was, it's very interesting. It's the opposite of what Krishna is telling here. He got reply from one of his godbrothers saying, you see, Abhay Babu, you are very expert. You are a businessman before. You know how to do all these things very well. But I don't know. We don't know. We have established our own mutt and our temple, and we are big fish in a small pond. But if I come there, I'll become a small fish in a very big pond. In the value എല്ലാം പോകും. ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ തന്നെ ഇരിക്കാം. എനിക്ക് വലിയ മീനായിട്ട് ഈ സ്ഥലത്തിൽ ഇരുന്നാൽ മതി. In my madam, I am a big fish here. If I come there with you and everybody together, I'll become very small. ഇത് എഴുതിയവര് പ്രഭുപാദിനടുത്ത്. Prabhupada became very disgusted. He had no idea of what Bhakti Thakur asked us to do, no idea of unity, no idea of sacrifice, no idea of Sankirtan. He went ahead, he registered International Society for Krishna Consciousness, and he started. 1-2 വർഷത്തിൽ successful ആയി. Prabhupada said it will be successful. വലിയ successful ആയിരുന്നു. When he came India later, one of the godbrothers sent word through his disciple and said, I am willing to come to America. Because he's become successful. I'm willing to come to America. So Prabhupada said, now the conditions are changed. Write down. He told that I will form a governing body along with 8 of my disciples. He named the disciples. You will also be one of them, member of the governing body. If you're willing, you can come. Otherwise, see you. Conditions marry. I tell you can be the president and I will work under you. You didn't listen. You were interested in dividing and doing your own big fish, small pond business. And now I have grown and I'm working hard here and I've got so many disciples and they're helping me and the movement is expanding. Now you want to join. And you think that same conditions, now I'll become president. Hard work and all you put and you made the society big, I'll come in as president. Illa. You will become one of the members of the governing board. I am a founder Acharyana. You didn't come. None of them came. This type of ambition for position, for my own sake, for me, if you think like that, you will not be successful in the Sankirtan movement. You will be successful only if you think like this. Cooperation, working together, because our intention is to please Prabhupada, to please Guru, to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It doesn't matter if something else is different here. We must all get together and we must please. That is the point brought here. Sankirtan. So, getting together and working for the Supreme Personality of Godhead's interest, not having your own interest. This is a key point here. And you will not be able to do that unless you are mature in Krishna consciousness. To become mature in your understanding of Krishna consciousness, you must read Prabhupada's books very scrutinizingly. In that is embedded all these instructions. We are not going to be successful. Param Vijayate, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. You will become victorious only if you are in Sankirtan mode. That means you have to work with everybody together. And you, in this material world, you have all sorts of people coming in to join Krishna consciousness. And they come in shape and different shapes and different sizes, different backgrounds, different cultures. And if you keep Krishna in the center, you can still very nicely please Krishna with the help of everybody together. What to speak of ourselves in Cochin? We're all homogeneous crowd. ഞങ്ങളെല്ലാം കൊച്ചിയിലിരുന്നാണ്, ഞങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും മലയാളീസാ, ഞങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും ഇവിടെ ജനിച്ച് ജീവിച്ച ആൾക്കാരിലാണ്. It's more easy to in a homogeneous crowd to serve together. Right? It's not so easy if you go to a heterogeneous crowd of people. If you go to some of these big temples like Bombay, if you go, you'll find devotees from Russia, devotee from Germany, devotee from Maharashtra, devotee from South India, devotee from this, that, everybody mixed together. But it may not be so difficult for you. It's a far more easier thing to do. Just like Prachetas and their brothers together. Because somebody gave me an argument. Ade, Maharaj, you know why they are cooperating? They're all brothers. It's easy to cooperate amongst brothers. But amongst God brothers, no, very difficult. He's made this point to me. I said, okay, but the point is not mentioned there that they are brothers. It's mentioned that Sauhurdenava, that in Kali Yuga even brothers don't stay together as though it's a great thing. Brothers fight like nothing. It's not so easy. So the mind will bring up also nice arguments against what Krishna is saying here. The point is unity in diversity. Remaining united means keeping Krishna in the center. Remaining united means for everything you should say is Krishna pleased with this service. That is the criterion for doing it or not. Not I like it, you don't like it, he likes it. It's not because of this that we are doing. Whether you like it or I don't like it, is Krishna pleased? We should do it. That's the criterion for decision. Right? That's how it moves. Is Prabhupada pleased? That's how his disciples served him. They want to please Prabhupada. And how did Prabhupada say, I want to please Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? It may be very difficult for me to go to America and land up there and preach when I'm 70 years old, but it pleases Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So therefore he went. So if you can think as a criterion how to please Krishna and then make decisions according to that, we will all be united. We'll all remain united. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna Srila Prabhupada ki, Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Nittai Guru Premanande. Any question or comment? I know you all must be burning hungry, raging hunger in your stomach. Any question? എന്തെങ്കിലും ചോദ്യങ്ങൾ?
saying that in order to be able to operate, we need to know the philosophy. In order to do that, we need to study Srila Prabhupada's books. People is also saying this argument that yes, I am studying Prabhupada's books at my home, I am doing it through myself. And that's even wrong. Nobody.
If you're studying, then you should be cooperating with all the devotees. The result of study of verses like this, which will come many places, is that you should now practice what you have studied. Knowledge, when it is put to use, that's when you actually see the value of that knowledge. Prabhupada said philosophy is very good, but better than philosophy is the practice of philosophy. He mentioned this. Better than philosophy is the practice of philosophy. The practice of philosophy is what is devotional service. If you simply read and collect gyan, you can go only up to the point of Brahman realization. If you want to realize Krishna, you must render practical devotional service with the knowledge you have gained. And that is the goal, according to Lord Chaitanya. Prema Pumarto Mahan. Fifth, Panchama Purushartham is not just liberation, we have to become servants of the Supreme Lord. For that, we have to learn to serve. Of course, I said that for us, we need to study Prabhupada's book, that's why Prabhupada has written. But for the gopis, it's not necessary to read Prabhupada's books. They are already achieved bhakti. And Prabhupada comments that they were not very great pandits and very well versed in the Vedas, but they simply had devotion for Krishna. Right? And automatically they became very well versed in knowledge. So, true, we have to read, and sometimes for reading we need some private space. Fine. For reading and for understanding, I need some place for myself. Good. But when you want to practice devotional service, you cannot do alone. Some kirtan, bang the kartal alone in the same room and say, Hare Krishna, you will get only very limited enjoyment. But in the company of devotees, when you do, you will see, wow, this is the real meaning of Harinam Sankirtan. And you start enjoying the association of devotees, enjoying that you're able to help them, they're helping you, and we're doing jointly together without any desire for some special credit for myself alone. That is a different type of enjoyment. And if you do it only, you'll know. You'll do it only. So put to test what you have read. That's the first step. Reading is easy. You can collect lot of information nowadays and grow in width. You can go to YouTube, you can go to Instagram, you can go to this place, you can hear this lecture, you can hear that, note down this point, that point, filled with information, and give lot of lectures and repeat all these things, cut and paste, cut and paste. At the end, what do you feel? You won't feel very happy. After some time, you will feel, I'm feeling lonely. I know so much, but and I'm feeling the bliss and the ecstasy. But somebody who shares this information with others, helps others to become Krishna conscious, and he sees gratefulness in people expressed towards him, that becomes real reason for being happy. Because I'm helping somebody to be Krishna conscious, and they're gratefully telling, thank you very much for helping me like this in Krishna consciousness. Because you know that that means he has benefited from my help. That means Krishna must be pleased. So you're very sure that when you put it to practice, it's happening. And you can actually experience that happiness, gratefulness. And you will also feel grateful towards Prabhupada. You'll also feel grateful to those Vaishnavas who are helping you and teaching you, facilitating you. In this way, We learn to become grateful, we learn to become happy because of being grateful. All these things happen if you actually apply Krishna consciousness knowledge. See, that's the example I was giving this morning in this thing. Tushti pushti kshud apayaha. In the Bhagavatam it's mentioned, when you're very hungry and sit down to eat, a great hunger you have, and you start eating and enjoying the food, like you're going to do now. You're very hungry. You'll sit down, eat. Waiting from 7:30 onwards. No, now only the program is getting over. It's 9:30 and you're hungry. Tushti. You become satisfied. Pushti. You become nourished. You feel energy. Now I'm feeling good. Strength. Shuddhapaya. Your hunger is satiated. You don't feel hungry anymore. All these three things happen to you when you sit down to eat, when you're hungry. Same way, when you actually gather knowledge, if you perform devotional service, all these three things will happen to you. Bhakti parishanubhava viraktir anyatra cha. The sloka in the Bhagavatam is very nice. You can lift it and see it. So it's a process. We study the philosophy, we grow the knowledge, then we apply it in our own lives. We share it with others, we watch them applying it and then becoming happy. In this way, you will actually have complete range of satisfaction and bliss. Actually enjoying it, actually experiencing it. That is guaranteed in the Bhagavatam. Yes,
Situation where we are in a situation where we were ready to cooperate with others on this. We are ready to help them. Ready, but then they are not interested. They want to do their own thing. They don't want to come out of this, or they are not interested to cooperate with us. And we are in a apparently bad area with what to do.
turn around. That devotee is not the only devotee in the world. Turn around. Go and do this to another devotee. That also does not happen. Turn around. There are many people in this world. What did Prabhupada do? Alone in America. He told once to the devotees when they're all sitting down together, feelingly he said, when I came here alone, without association. And now there are so many Vaishnavas giving me association. He said this. So never de-factor Krishna in everything that you do. If you sincerely do, you are always doing it for Krishna to be pleased. And then Krishna will always give you another alternative, will give you another venue. If you stay enthusiastic, utsaha, nischaya, dhairya, tat karma pavartanat. If you stay and you follow this formula, Krishna will help you. Definitely. He's not going to sit and watch you because you're doing his seva. So why do you think that he will not do something? Definitely. You just persistently do. That's what Prabhupada did. He said, I tried for 40 years in India, it didn't work out. And then I took a ship and went when I was 70 years old, boom! The Krishna conscious movement burst out. It happened for him there. All the wait was worth it. He was not very successful in India actually. He came back and he became successful in India again. So Krishna has a plan for you. Just endeavor and continue persistently, consistently to chant Hare Krishna and be enthusiastic in serving Krishna. Oh yes, anything else? Any other question? Yes, sir. People are going to curse you.
Why there is so much of fight followers of Bhakti in Saraswati Prabhupada? Why there is Gaudiya, there is so much fight?
Because the Gaudiya Math is inside the material world. And conditioned souls all get together to become devotees. Part of life. Why the Pandavas fought with the Kauravas, their own cousin brothers? Sauhurdenava, all family members, brothers. Why did the brothers fight? Right now, 5000 years back. Why did they fight? So that's why I said it requires maturity to stay together. But the Pandavas were together. It's not that they didn't have difference of opinion, but they stayed together. They had a lot of difference of opinion. There was such a difference of opinion between Yudhishthira and Arjuna. You know, when Karna attacked, Bhishma passed away and Karna came. Karna straight away attacked Yudhishthira, and Yudhishthira could not stand him. So, but Karna knows this is my elder brother. Already he knows the secret that Kunti is my mother. So, out of respect for Yudhishthira, he took the edge of his bow and hit his head. And he said, I don't want to fight with you. Go bring that Arjuna. Go bring your brother. I don't want to fight with you. He insulted him. We were very insulted, Yudhishthira, Kshatriya. He went back with his chariot into his tent. And then where is that Arjuna? He did not come to help me. I got insulted on the battlefield. Where is he? And he sent word for him, and Arjuna came running with Krishna as the charioteer. My brother has been defeated. So he came into the camp and said, what happened, brother? He said, you useless fellow, eunuch, what is the use of your Gandiva bow? You are carrying it. He just shouted at him. Then he said, what? What did you tell me now? He didn't even ask what happened. You told me that I'm a useless fellow carrying the Gandiva bow. I have promised that anybody who speaks ill of my Gandiva bow, I will kill him. So he took out his sword, went for his brother, jumped on Yudhishthira to kill him. Then Krishna said, hey, hold on, relax. There's a war going on, both of you are needed. Why are you fighting here? You're too much. No, I have given this promise. I'm a Kshatriya, I'll do it. I have to kill him. And Krishna had to stop Arjuna and said, idiot, stop. He had to compose both of them. And Yudhishthira started shouting, he's a eunuch, he's that, he's this. Fight between the brothers, prominent brothers, Arjuna and Yudhishthira. Krishna settled the feud. Then he said, I know you have to do like this. Instead you do this, and that is the same as this. He gave a whole formula for Arjuna, how to take care of what is this thing. Then he got them together and say, think, he's waiting outside, Karna. You want to sit and fight here and kill yourself? And he made them think, and then they went out to fight together. This is one instance. There are other instances of them having difference of opinion. In the forest, they kept on criticizing Yudhishthira, both Arjuna and Bhima. You are a person who has no guts. You gave the whole empire to that fellow and came back. You could have taken, why did you give your wife, why did you gamble your wife? Why did you? They kept on telling him this. They were constantly in sins. But when you get together and he says, do this, they listen to him. They listen to him. That is why they were very successful. Although there were difference of opinion inside, Duryodhana could not exploit this difference of opinion. They'll get together. So in the same way, you can't expect that people will be together. There will be difference of opinion even amongst the Pandavas, but they stay together. So don't think the Prachetas did not have difference of opinion. They did have, but they stayed together because of the higher purpose of serving Krishna. So staying together does not mean you become homogenized. You become plateaued. Your individuality is lost. You go like clones. Yes, Prabhu. Tell Prabhu. No, Prabhu. These two things are, Prabhu, Prabhu. Very dangerous people these people are. These people who act very obedient, no? It is just another few days the guy will leave. Artificial obedience. I prefer that somebody is differing in opinion. I think he's more mature. Right? No artificiality. There's artificial following. Tell Prabhu, I will do Prabhu. Whatever you say, I'll do Prabhu. If you say I will do Prabhu on my own, I will never do Prabhu. These are very dangerous people. Quote unquote, I tell you. Use your individuality and you do. Think on your own and you do. And that will give you a greater, broader perspective and more range for you to exercise your devotional service. Nobody is stopping that. Nobody is stopping that. So, fighting comes when you have artificial understanding of unity when you have your own personal ambition. Prabhupada used the word personal ambition. That's the problem, he said. So that's why you should be very introspective of what is moving you, what is leading you to do things. What's the motivation? Exactly. In devotional service, what is your motivation? Do you have a material motivation? You should check yourself. Feel the pulse. Okay? Om Tat Sat. The next mantra is Mahaprasade Govinde. I am not asking you to chant Hare Krishna Maha mantra. Please have prasadam and retire. I know you have plenty of duties tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Kantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam